So my ability to experience joy is only as strong as my ability to experience grief and sadness. My ability to experience peacefulness is only as strong and is only as flexible as my ability to experience anger. If I can't be able to go totally into my grief and totally into my sadness, I've got no ability to go totally into my joy. If I can't totally allow myself to express my anger at times, I am not able to totally allow myself to express peacefulness and be in a totally peaceful place either. So it's kind of like a pendulum. It's like there's extremes of emotions, right? And I think a lot of us, a lot of the time, are kind of stuck in the middle where we're not extremely sad, we're not extremely experiencing grief, we're not also experiencing joy because we can't go to the other extreme of that pendulum. And if we're not able to fully dive into our anger and fully express our anger in an appropriate way at times, then we're also not able to fully swing the other way and dive into a deep well of peacefulness. So one of the things I'm good at is diving deeply into my emotions and diving deeply into my feelings. I don't do it all the time. I don't do it even every day. But when I notice that there's a pool of sadness somewhere in my body, I will take the time, usually in that same day, to sit and get quiet with it and to embrace it. It's like, well, what is that sadness? Where is that feeling in my body? Where have I felt that before? And how long has that been there? And what is that all about? And I'll let the sadness talk to me. I'll kind of engage with it like a friend, like a messenger, and I'll embrace it. Let's hang out a little bit. Let's get to know each other. And what is this sadness? And the more that I can dive into that sadness, and the more that I can dive into that, maybe it's even grief underneath that, and feel it, the more real I get to be with myself. I don't have to put on a shiny veneer of happiness and pretend everything's great and then walk around numb all day because I'm pretending to be great on top of something deeper that has not been looked at or not felt or not resolved. It's like sometimes you can be a jerk and express your anger in a jerky way, but what if you were just able to say, hey, wow, I'm angry, and just let it out and just express that anger. It's like, God, I'm angry, and express that and feel that. The other side of it is once you've done that and done it repeatedly, then you all of a sudden you open up a space within inside yourself, and that's a space where you now have an opportunity to feel peacefulness because you don't have this anger just churning up, just stuck inside of you. You've actually released some or maybe even all of it. If you're able to sit with your sadness, sit with your grief, and express your grief, especially if you're able to express your grief to someone you trust or in a group of people you trust, and be heard and be experienced, if you can let go of some of that sadness and some of that grief, that actually creates a space inside of you, inside of which you can experience joy.